Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. You know, there are so many things going on. And I've always been impressed with the way things connect, the way everything is tied together. I'll just say that. The thought just came to me as I was talking here. But I'm going to be talking about the skies in one sense. And I've done videos recently about the skies, the heavens, in another sense. And those two are connected, obviously. But what I'm getting at here is just, remember the song, "The Bluest Skies You Ever Seen Are in Seattle"? Well, what you're looking at there is this is what the sky should look like, what it used to look like, supposed to look like. The sapphire blue, the beauty of it. Early on, when I first started looking at flat Earth stuff, I ran across a statement or a comment saying they're chemtrailing to try to hide the firmament. And at first I was like, well, the sky's the sky, you know. What do you mean they're trying to cover it up? Well, you know, and I met, one guy, Brother Stephen, he made the comment one time, and I don't have this kind of memory for colors, but he said he remembers when he was a child how deep, gorgeous, crystal clear blue the sky was. Now, he grew up in Michigan, I grew up in Colorado. Maybe it was, weather different, whatever. But anyway, that's what the sky is supposed to look like right there. Now, where I'm going with that is, you guessed it, I don't even want to deal with it, but, it's like we got to deal with reality. And I've always said, in my book, I say, if you cannot do something about it, shut up. There's no sense in talking about something, at least at great length, unless you have a plan to deal with it. So, I'm going to talk about this. You can take that as a hint or whatever, but, there are things to be done about it. And I will again say at this point, prayer is huge. Okay, so geoengineers have sprayed 20 million tons of aluminum oxide on our forest. What is aluminum oxide? What is an oxidizer? What does oxygen do? It allows fire to burn. Oxygen bound up with another material. Ferrous oxide is rust. It's a slow breaking down process of metal using oxygen and water. Light a match to a piece of paper. Oxygen uses the paper. Cellulose oxide. Well, aluminum is a metal, but it's a metal with a very low burning point, and powdered very fine particulates will burn very fast. Aluminum is used as an accelerant in fireworks and whatnot. So anyway, it's an excellent accelerant for forest fires. Now, I got to go right or left. I need to go, I think, this way. Yeah. So here's their one of their patches. Don't just spray them, bury them. Barium is a radioactive element. Look it up, Ba-137 atomic weight. Well, that's the 56. 137 would probably be 327. Might be uranium 235. Probably 327. Anyway, I'm getting detailed there. I'm just going to go through these. In the course of doing these, you'll see where I got them from. Mendocino's burning. Like exploded, literally. The fire literally exploded. Now this guy is doing those are fires around the country, from California over to Idaho. You see Idaho, I think Utah. So, but this is not all the way out into the Colorado. There's a lot of fires burning there through the west. New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, into Texas. Pretty spooky stuff. Yeah. That's not an artist thing. That's a photograph. Does this look like a theory to you? Chemtrail conditioning in cartoons. Skies look normal to much of the younger generation due to the mass conditioning agenda in kids' media. Yep. I don't know about this. This is very similar to, I mean, it's a sun dog, obviously, but they're calling this a sun simulator. Whatever. I'm not making any statement on that whatsoever. Heavy chemtrails. A microburst. That looks like something out of Hollywood. A microburst. Yeah. Bizarre. Okay. If you're not familiar with Deborah Tavares, Tavares, she's been talking about all this stuff, 5G and cooking California, the plans to destroy California for years now. So this video is plans to burn up California and beyond in execution phase. Wake up. Plan to burn up Northern California disclosed. That's from A Plain Truth. This is a video about Greece. Same exact thing happening there. We heard that the fire started from the mountain of Pendé. Look at that mess. I mean, same thing. Tires burned up, no glass. Engine's gone. Interior of the car is pretty much gone. Trees still green. Notice? Dry wood. I mean, I know wood because I do a lot of firewood, and I'm seeing wood in here that is dry. I can grab it and snap it just from the coloration. I can just, you know, I mean, that's what it looks like to me. There's some really dry wood that didn't burn. Look at that. No taillights, no glass, no plastic. No, same thing as with the 911. No handles. The pot metal goes with when they do the it's not just lasers. It's directed energy weapons too, I believe. It looks like same signature things as in 911. The door handles. I bet you every door handle on these cars is gone. That wood there is dry. I can see the cracking in it. I can see the coloration. Anyway, pine cone. Pine cones will explode when they get hot. They weren't microwaved. We've heard the fire started from, okay, same thing there. This is a lady talking here. See, door handle's gone. Yep. Powdered, turned to dust. So anyway, this gal and her husband got in a car and got out and made it. I've run machinery, and whoever did that was good. I mean, a skid loader could do that, but they're double stacking the cars just to, you know, get them cleaned up so they can get through. But yeah, there's another shot where it's even narrower. But look at the green trees. House is gone. This was sad, sick. The one dog's still chained up. These three dogs just come to each other and just stick their noses together and just, their eyes are closed and they are just, well, it was a sad, sick, sad scene. So, anyway, this guy is trying to get to, this is a guy, he's trying to get to his mother-in-law, so he tells that story. ODD TV, you know, subscribe, look him up. Here's a forest fire that leaves stuff green. Our cars burned. Cars out in the street there. Nothing on that street. There's not a tree or a bush near it, and if there was, every tree and bush near it is still green. It's still there, not burned. Like I said, the things that people live in and the things that human beings use for conveyances, cars and trucks, they are targets of opportunity. Green trees are Well, they're not damaging, they're not creating global warming, so they're okay. All right. Just a little bit of background. Northrop Grumman building laser weapons to save America's future fighter aircraft from missile attacks and to protect us from drones. See, there's drones. New age threats require new age defenses. Like there's a bunch of drones coming over here to, yeah, we have to protect ourselves against drones. The drones have to protect themselves against us people. All right. Anyway, Raytheon sets phasers to drone destruction with directed energy weapon testing. Just, this has been around for years. Weather control, etc. So, and these fires, like 40, 60 of them, just poof, they start all at once. Microwave, how does microwave work? When you put something in a microwave to heat it up, you know the inside gets hot. If you put something in there, like, let's say an egg, and start cooking, it'll probably explode because, you know, not a good example, but, you know, it cooks from exciting the molecules on the inside. So you're seeing, if this was just one incident, I would say, well, trees get hit by lightning, trees burn. That's very common. I mean, it would be normal to see if it was a hollow tree, but there's a lot of this going on. They're being microwaved and then or lasered, whatever, and then they start burning. That'd be a heck of a rocket stove. California gets cooked, fires created by microwave directed energy weapons. ODD TV. That's what the sky is supposed to look like. Yeah, pentagrams in the sky. Oh, let's show them how we really feel. All right. Okay, back out. And this tablet runs the opposite direction of everything else. And it doesn't keep me where I was. It just, I got to go find where one of my subs, Cherry McKinstry's, wrote a story about when she was a kid. I'll probably read it someday. Wild dogs. In an area where there are people where I'd like to know more about it, like what city, what year, ballpark. But little kids waiting for the school bus, getting hit on and attacked by wild dogs. Oh, not wild dogs. Neighborhood dogs that have gone feral. You know, get together, a gang, you know, dog pack. Okay, so I think I need to go to the left. Is that right? Nope. Yep. Okay, sorry. So this was the Greek stuff. Plans to burn up California beyond an execution phase. Wake up all. There's another tree there up on the top right. Why new normal super fires, quote unquote, burn trees? Normal. One of the statements I'm going to get here is you don't have to live anywhere near a forest to be caught in a forest fire. And the firemen are buying this hook, line, and sinker. This is a new fire. It's a new kind of fire. We can't put it out with our stuff that normally we put fires out with. California gets cooked. Fires created by microwave directed energy weapon. ODD reality. This is a scene from whatever it is. I don't think it's Spaceballs. It's Dr. Whoever, whatever, with Michael. Where'd it go? Oh, man, come on. Sorry about that, Chief. There it is. Bam. Okay. To the right. Yeah. Okay, so there, it's like this movie's making fun of the idea, and the key thing here is a really big laser. You know, we're going to burn up Washington, D.C. with a really big laser. He keeps saying a really big laser, so, you know, stupid comedy movie, but it gets, you know, it conditions people. DEW laser fires proven conclusively again and again and again. Houses being cut in half, cars being, you know, half of it right at the driver panel being behind it, being torched in the front, perfectly normal. Looked like, you know, you looked like you could get in it and drive it, you know, across the country. World on fire, top right there. Greece attacked with directed energy weapons. Somebody caught one here. That's the beam there. Michigan, 2018. The most selective forest fire in history. California wildfires. Once you see this, you can't deny the use of directed energy weapons. You know, what a forest fire. Trees on both sides, every house except the one on the bottom left there, gone to the ground, nothing left. Glass, everything. This forest fire ignored the laws of physics over and over in each block of Santa Rosa, but CNN missed that somehow. Is your common sense insulted yet? When a forest fire burns down the house and car, but forgets the forest. Plastic, microwave oven safe. Okay, this is from a movie about energy weapons, lasers. And that hit on that truck, the commentator, this girl, is, at one point, she's laughing about it. Like, this is so cool. Probably thinking, you know, being told this is for terrorists and whatever. And she says within seconds. The engine is burned, gone within seconds. And that's exactly what you see in these other, you know, in Greece and California. This is Michio Kaku. Cuckoo or Kaka. Mucho Kaka. Michio Kaku. He's saying the government used lasers in the 60s to wash out the Viet Cong. Used lasers to affect the weather. This is on weather control. Lasers could have influenced weather. He says they used lasers in the 60s to wash out the Viet Cong. Hey, this is common knowledge. And the newscaster goes like, allegedly, and he goes, oh yeah, allegedly. Oh yeah. Here's where it says bottom there. It says the last 6 years have proven: you don't need to live in the forest to have a forest fire affect you. Wow. And that was it. Wow. Okay. Yep, that was the last one, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Now, I'll just say once again, this is kind of a hint, but, you know, we need to be praying. I opened with a statement that there's different ways of looking at things. If you know what I mean. They're dealing with the skies. They're controlling the skies. They're chemtrailing the heck out of the earth, covering up God's creation. So just keep in mind, the Creator, and I know a lot of people listening to this because I'm now on the flat earth target again. I wasn't for a while. You know, I deliberately put flat earth in those two video titles so that, you know, we could get some trolling done. Trolling for trolls. But anyway, some people had some fun exchanging. It's really some of those people are sincere. One guy is really sincere. I went to his channel. I'll give him that. He has a lot of stuff, a lot of links. He subscribed to me. He subscribed to a lot of the flat earth people. But he's a dyed-in-the-wool, whatever, brainwashed globalist. So, and that's okay if they're serious about wanting to have conversation. But the people that are just brainless, that can only put out 2 or 3 words without a French in between, who can't finish a sentence or connect 2 sentences and are just insulting, then I'm sorry. I just block them and delete their stuff if it's too nasty. So anyway, Psalm 2 says this, that they gather themselves together against Yahweh and against his anointed. The kings of the earth, right? The kings of the earth, look it up, gather themselves together against Yahweh and against his anointing, saying, we will not have this man to rule over us. Okay? And does that sound maybe like, say, the United Nations? You know, the kings of the earth. They're kings. Most of them are kings. And they have, you know, gathered themselves together against Yahweh and against his anointed. And they don't want him to rule over them, and they're trying to cover up their evil deeds, and they're trying to cover up his firmament. And the rulers are fixed in their purpose against the Lord, against the king of his selection. All righty, let's go with one I can understand. The kings of the earth set themselves, the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh, against the Lord, and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder. See, I like to, that brings to mind the Operation Fishbowl and, you know, Dominic, Project Dominic, when they were trying to blow their way through the firmament, break their bands, cast away their cords from us. We don't want them to rule over us. But what does the Father do? He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Yahweh shall have them in derision. Okay? So, just understand that. What goes around comes around, and it's going to come around on these people. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. So, there you go. All right. Well, I'm going to let it go at that. I am going to get some sleep. So, all right. Yahweh bless everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.